EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here in London. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Richardson working from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Ball again on 2nd down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Richardson going to change the play here. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So what a time this is, folks. We always said that if there was an international city ready for an NFL franchise, this was the one. And now that day has arrived, a permanent NFL team here in the capital city of London. And judging by the early numbers, they could not be more proud. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This now a 3rd and 4.
19 tight.
Looking to throw. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And down to the 28-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 2nd down, Branch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Monarchs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Straight ahead is Hall. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Breece Hall, 30 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A run up the middle with Irving. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Irving. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Now a handoff up the middle. Branch. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bucky Irving. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Monarchs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll give to Hall. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Richardson. Being chased out left. Left side, he finds Pierce. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Blanche. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Hey, check that street. Hey, go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Monarchs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there. 48 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. On the handoff, this is Irving. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Irving. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Branch. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Monarchs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
That one finds Pierce right side. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, Richardson going to move him around. Richardson looking to throw on second down. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, 59 yards. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Now for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Shepard, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Oh, some strong running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they bring out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken around the 12. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Hall to start the drive. And shedding through the tackle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Hall on a give up the middle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he stopped immediately there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw it. Pass complete to Taylor. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for London, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say cheerio from London.